Hello everyone, this is Dino Chris from Prehistoric Facts and Colossal Fossils. This is Prehistoric Facts special episode number 173. We're going to be talking about a sauropod dinosaur, and that dinosaur is Alamosaurus. Now, this is an artist rendition, so somebody put a lot of colors on this particular type of Alamosaurus. I really don't know if this would actually be what Alamosaurus would look like, but the body design is what Alamosaurus would actually look like. So, yeah, so it's a decent artist rendition. Some information about Alamosaurus. Alamosaurus means Alamo lizard. You can kind of guess the name. Length is 98 feet or 30 meters long. Height 16 feet or 5 meters. Weight 80 to 88 tons, which would calculate to be 160,000 to 176,000 pounds. So that is pretty heavy. Lived 70 to 66 million years ago in the late Cretaceous period, and fossils were found in Texas in the United States and was described by Gilmore in 1922. So this dinosaur has been around for a while, but not as particularly well known as some of the other sauropods, but it's getting there. So on the top left corner, here's a map of the United States, and Texas is this big state right here that's in orange. So that is where Texas is. It's in the southern part of the United States. And so, yeah, that's where Alamosaurus fossils are found. And on the far right corner, you can actually see is a size chart of Alamosaurus. And whoever designs these, I give a lot of credit for them for actually doing these, because this is awesome. And so this is a little bit more like what I would picture Alamosaurus. But you can see from a human being, Alamosaurus is pretty big. And then we go to the bottom left corner, and this here is the holotype specimen. So the parts right here where you see some of the bones missing, that is the holotype specimen. So the holotype specimen is the specimen that was described and first found. So you can see on the holotype specimen, not a complete skull, but they did find the bottom or the tip of the lower jaw and also partial teeth from the up from the skull. You got a nearly complete neck vertebrae. You got a complete forelimb and shoulders. No ribs. Some partial vertebrae on the back, and nearly complete tail in the pelvis and the bottom part of the lower limbs. And that is actually that's pretty good. So this is just over 50%. So this is just over 50%. There have been other Alamosaurus specimens that have been found. I don't know the completeness of any of them, so somebody let me know in the comments down below. What are the complete, like how complete are the other specimens compared to the holotype specimen? Please let me know in the comments. So for more information on Alamosaurus, so Alamosaurus belongs to the Sauropoda, so the sauropods, so the long-necked dinosaurs. And the other type of clade it's actually from in the sauropod family is the Titanosauria. So it's a titanosaur. So that is pretty cool. So that is an awesome thing to see. So I love titanosaurs. Titanosaurs are awesome. And it's also a Saltosauridae. So it's related to Saltosaurus and a couple of other sauropods or titanosaurs that are part of the Saltosauridae. And some descriptions of Alamosaurus would be is that it's got bony scutes on the back, so it's got some spikes, or otherwise some like some type of bony scutes on its back for protection. And Alamosaurus, believe it or not, is the only titanosaur found in North America known so far. Could there be another titanosaur that could be found in North America? There's a possibility. And of course, it, like all sauropods, has got a long neck and small head, a very long tail, and also it's a herbivore. The environment in where Alamosaurus lived in would have been warm and humid. There would have been lots of trees, ferns, cycads, and flowers. Of course, flowers were very abundant in the late Cretaceous period. And of course, no grass. There was no grass during the time of the dinosaurs in North America. You also have rivers, lakes, and ponds that were around Alamosaurus in the environment, and some other types of animals. You have insects, amphibians, reptiles, mammals, birds, quote-unquote dinosaurs, smaller versions of dinosaurs. And you got pterosaurs. Pterosaurs were really on their last legs in the late Cretaceous period. And then you got other types of dinosaurs as well. The only predator that Alamosaurus would have is Tyrannosaurus rex. Now, there might be a southern version of Tyrannosaurus rex, because northern version of Tyrannosaurus rex may look a little bit different compared from comparison to each other, but there have been Tyrannosaurus rex teeth found right next to some bones of Alamosaurus in Texas. So this means that Tyrannosaurus rex was around in Texas around 70 to 66 million years ago. So that is pretty neat to see. Is that Texas has a Tyrannosaurus rex in there? Tyrannosaurus rex. It's just that there is no complete T-Rex found in Texas just yet. But they have found teeth of Tyrannosaurus rex in Texas. The extinction of Alamosaurus was due to the KPG extinction event. So the KPG extinction event, you actually have an asteroid nearly 6 miles wide hit the Gulf of Mexico, ending the age of dinosaurs, and where the asteroid hit in the Gulf of Mexico, and the crater is still there. It's called the Chicxulub crater. It is still there. It's mainly underwater, and it's a huge crater. If you actually look up like sonar images of the Chicxulub crater, it's pretty amazing. There has been a PBS documentary about the Chicxulub crater. I recommend you check that out. It is just amazing to know what the rocks actually tell us about the Chicxulub crater. And with the event of the asteroid hitting, you also have large tsunamis that actually had happened. So tsunamis that would have reached all the way into Texas, and these tsunamis can be miles high, and so those are pretty big tsunamis. And also shock waves that were just blasting through, and also you had radiating debris from the asteroid, and also from Earth, kind of just going up into the sky and then radiating back down. So a lot of rock and debris just radiating from the crater and just landing everywhere around Earth. And you had a cloud of dust that would block out the sun, and any animals that were larger than, say, like a domestic pig, went extinct. So anything larger than a domestic pig would have been extinct. Anything small, the size or otherwise smaller than the size of a domestic pig, survived, and all those animals survived, and so that is the reason why mammals survived, birds survived, many types of reptiles survived, amphibians survived, insects, arachnids, fish, all sorts of animals survived, and we would not have the world that we have today for those animals to survive. And here's a map of 66 million years ago, so the KPG extinction. So uh, the T is no longer valid anymore. So even though people still use KT, it's KPG now in terms of the paleontology community. And so yeah, this is the map of the world around 66 million years ago. Texas would have been around in this part of the area, kind of around where this last bit of the Western Interior Seaway is, and then where you see this like dots right here in the Gulf of Mexico, that is the Chicxulub impact crater, and so that's where the asteroid hit, and North America was hit pretty hard by the debris, shock waves, earthquakes, you name it, by the asteroid. And so yeah, Alamosaurus would have witnessed uh, the asteroid hit the Gulf of Mexico. So the next episode will be on July 15th, 2021, and there'll be a Q&A episode, so in 2 weeks, because next week I'm going to take some time off, because I'm going to get ready for an event, hopefully that the weather cooperates, but so July 15th, so in 2 weeks, it'll be a Q&A episode. So if you got any questions about dinosaurs or any other prehistoric life, feel free to email me at dinochrist71@gmail.com, or just go to my Facebook page, Prehistoric Facts with Dino Chris. Like the page, you actually post your questions in the comment section. Please put them in the comment section. Don't put them on Messenger. Messengers are only for private conversations. So yeah, please make sure you put them in the comment section. And also for YouTubers out there, like the videos, subscribe to the channel, stomp on that bell so that way you can get weekly notifications of every video that comes out. And also put your questions in the comment section, because I do read them all. Your questions do mean a lot, and and you can get a shout out in a Q&A episode like the one that's coming in 2 weeks. So feel free to put your questions in the comments, and also make sure you keep your questions short to the point. You can also follow me on Instagram at dino.chris.pf. I post pretty cool stuff on there. You can also follow me on Twitter at CSGRALL. It's my Twitter page. I post pretty cool stuff on there as well. Also, take care of people around you, and also for younger people out there, to make sure listening to your parents, your teachers, and your guardians is the best motivation you could have. A good education. It's very important to have a good education. So with a good education, you get a good job in the future. And also in this kind of time, still, if you're not vaccinated, please wear a mask, social distance, wash your hands, because that is very important to reduce the spread of the virus. And also, if you're not vaccinated yet, please get vaccinated, because it's very important that we reduce the spread of the virus. And also, if you're vaccinated, you actually will help get everything close to normal. That's all we want. And also, feel free to check out Colossal Fossils, and I'll put the link in the description down below, so that way you guys can check out Colossal Fossils. We're still in fundraising mode. We're still getting into some sort of events. We're going after a T-Rex, and so if you want a T-Rex and Colossal Fossils, please feel free to go to the donate tab and donate as much as you want to Colossal Fossils, and that'll be great if we can get a T-Rex in our museum once we do get a new facility to house this T-Rex. That's it for now, and I'll see you guys next time.